For this last video or section, we're going to be talking about your IXL reports and analytics and what you can learn from them and how you can use them to support your students in the classroom. So we're going to be looking at some of the different reporting options: student reports, trouble spots, skills, scores, and progress. So to take a look at the student report is our first one. We're going to look at student quick view, student usage, and student summary. So to do that, we're going to go ahead right into IXL and take a peek at our analytics. So these are the three I was talking about under students. So student quick view is our first one that we're going to take a quick look at. And you can look for specific students here. You can see how all of your students have done. Here is a breakdown of how students are doing just today and who's doing it. So you can see these are the students that have worked today in IXL. These were all my students that worked yesterday. And so if I wanted to look for a specific student, I'm going to keep going back to my friend here. I can look at what that specific student has done in IXL today. So far, he's answered 66 questions, spent 14 minutes, made progress in 2 skills. Today, he's actually answered 24 questions, and I can look at all of the questions that he's answered, the types of questions that he's doing, and I can even go back to July 28th and see how he did on those questions. So I can kind of scroll through. So that's the student quick view, and it lets you know how much time he's been there, how many questions he's answered, how many questions he's missed, and his SMART score. And remember, the SMART score is not a percentage, but it is where they're working at. The goal is for a student to get to a SMART score of 80. That shows that they are proficient, and then they can move on to a new skill. So you can see he went from a 37 to an 83 in this particular skill and is ready to move on to a new skill. The other reports that you can look at would be student usage. And again, I'm going to pull up my student. And this shows last 30 days. Again, it's kind of the same report under student usage. And again, each one of these reports is printable and you can send them home with parents. And then the last report is a student summary. And these reports are kind of small right now because they don't have a lot of information because it's the beginning of the school year. Again, I'm going to select the student that I've been working with. And it kind of shows the same thing. It does show like 2 skills that he's been working on, geometry and measurement. And then it will also show you he's received a ribbon in that, showing that he's proficient. He's received a trophy in this one, showing that he's mastered it. And it gives you the days that he did it, areas to focus on, maybe working on his real-time diagnostic. And this is a great report. And it also gives you a printout. You can print this certificate for him and maybe give him a little bit of a little boost. So that is the student's report.